The phone vibrated once on the nightstand. Not a ring, a tremor. I was half awake, mind still idling somewhere between mile markers and sleep, when I saw her face glow blue in the dark. She rolled away from me, careful, too careful, thumb moving fast, deleting something before I could focus my eyes. I stared at the ceiling, counted breaths. Trucks do that to you. Long hauls teach you how to stay calm when everything inside wants to drift into the other lane. She whispered, "Wrong number," without looking back. I didn't answer. Outside, one of my rigs growled to life as a driver checked airlines. The sound was familiar, loyal, honest. Machines don't pretend. My chest stayed flat, cold, but something had shifted. A hairline fracture, the kind you don't see until the bridge is already failing. I thought about the word she'd been using lately, no fault. She'd said it like a spell, like a shield. I lay there and watched the dark, and somewhere in it a question stood up straight and stared back at me. I didn't accuse her, didn't check her phone, didn't ask who was texting at midnight. I watched patterns instead. The way she stopped asking about routes, the way my schedule suddenly annoyed her, the way she smiled at nothing, then locked the bathroom door. I told myself I was tired, that suspicion was just another mile. Then I saw the bank alert, a small transfer, not much, clean, from an account I didn't recognize. I felt the first real thump in my chest then, not pain, recognition. I remembered how she'd laughed 2 weeks earlier, wine glass tilted, eyes sharp. "Even if we split," she'd said, casual, "it's 50-50, no fault state," like she'd already rehearsed it. I nodded back then, let her think I was slow. Men who drive trucks are supposed to be simple. Heavy hands, empty heads. At night, when she slept, I stared at the back of her neck and wondered how long she'd been planning to leave with half my life folded neatly into a court order. I didn't know who he was yet, but I knew there wasn't he. I hired no one, made no scenes. I just started keeping records the way I always had. Meticulous, boring, airtight. Phone logs, mileage, timestamps. I noticed she only called him when I crossed state lines. Different towers, different rules. I pulled old footage from the yard cameras. Not her, him. A sedan that didn't belong, waiting too long near the office. Same days she ran errands. I ordered a DNA test quietly. Not for a child, for peace of mind. I needed to know how far the lie went. While I waited, I moved assets. Not hidden, reclassified. The trucks weren't ours, they were the company's. The company wasn't mine, it was a trust. One she'd signed off on years ago. Bored, distracted, trusting me to handle the boring stuff. I kept smiling, kept kissing her cheek, kept letting her believe I was 10 steps behind. Inside, the storm tightened its fists. I slept less, thought more. Every answer was lining itself up. The email arrived at 6:04 a.m. Clear, clinical, unforgiving. The DNA result wasn't the shock, it was the confirmation, the quiet click of a lock closing. I printed everything, laid it out on the kitchen table, like a route map. She came in wrapped in a robe, hair loose, already rehearsing another normal day. I slid one page toward her, then another. No speech, no anger, just paper. She read fast, then slower, then not at all. "What is this?" she whispered. I looked at her the way I look at a broken axle. No blame, just fact. "You should call him," I said. "He's going to need a lawyer." Her face collapsed. Sound tried to escape her mouth and failed. She reached for me. I stepped back. The divorce wasn't dramatic. That was the real punishment. No screaming, no begging, no courtroom theatrics, just documents, dates, definitions. No fault meant the court didn't care why she cheated, but contracts did, trusts did, prenups amended by conduct did. By the time she realized the difference, the trucks were already rolling under a name she couldn't touch. She cried once, in the hallway. I waited, let the silence do its work. When she asked how long I'd known, I didn't answer. When she said I'd ruined her, I nodded, because that part was true. Now the yard is quiet at night. Engines cool, accounts balanced. No more whispers in the dark. I still drive sometimes, not because I have to, because movement reminds me who's in control. She thought no faults meant no consequences. She was wrong. I didn't take revenge. I just took my life back.